Hi, friends. This is Pastor Harley with the Broadway Global Methodist Church. I'd like to read to you today from Acts chapter 17, verse 29. Paul is speaking in Athens before a group of people who know their philosophy and have been thinking, they've been sitting down thinking about life for a while. And he gives this. He says, verse 29 says, "Being then God's offspring, we ought not to think that the divine being is like gold or silver or stone, an image formed by the art and imagination of man." Now, Paul draws a pretty logical step. We are indeed God's offspring. He quotes one of the Greek poets in that phrase. It was used more than once in the Greek and Roman literature. We are God's offspring. And he says, since we know who we are not just common animals. We would be the most uncommon animals ever. You don't see animals celebrating New Year's Day, among a great many other things. You do not see animals sitting down, arranging a meal, calling in all their friends for a feast that's formal in the fact that we want people there. Knowing who we ought not to imagine God is something that our art and imagination can grasp. The commandment where God gave that you shall not make any graven image also means that in the ways we talk about God, and in fact the ways that we express ourselves, the medium and the methods we use do indeed matter. There's that honors God. There's movies, TVs, books, poems, plays, things you might read, things you might view. Some of them honor God and some of them dishonor God and dishonor indeed mankind. The things sometimes that people view, they dishonor bodies, whether by violence or other means. So Paul is pointing these people to saying, well, look, given how wonderful you are, if you consider, we ought to imagine God. We can express ourselves with art and imagination that are gifts of God. We can create within this creation from our own hearts and as the Spirit has given us gifts to do. But do not imagine you shall grasp God. Always set God higher even than your greatest wish or the thing that you see most beautiful. Fill your eyes with the vision of God, and He will take care of what our art and imagination do from there. Amen.